Hello, blessed divine soul family. Welcome to this channel. I am the magical medium. Welcome to those of you who keep coming back, and welcome to the newcomers. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. It does make a difference, and our tribe is growing ever stronger every day. And I am telling you, this Lionsgate portal was the bomb diggity dog. And it has brought up some bad shit too. I don't know about you guys, but it's okay because it's like showing, I feel like this Lionsgate energy, because it's like the Galactic New Year, it's showing us not just like the last month, the last year, that it's like they're showing us everything up till now that we still need to work with. So whenever you watch this, it's timeless, of course, but in real time, it's August 9th, 2022. Yesterday was the Lionsgate 8-8 portal. And even though the portal starts opening at the beginning of Leo season, it is at the pinnacle in the middle at 8-8 is when it is at its most potent. And that is when our manifestations that we the things that we're wishing for, wanting for, hoping for, that is when we really put them into play. There's so many different versions of New Year's through different cultures on Earth, different belief systems. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's all the same. It's all the same. You know, it's just this one feels a little different to me. I always feel a little different. I always feel like a shift happen. And talk about portal. Holy shit. Like, I ended up this morning, I was like, whoa, like crying, just like releasing so much. And, you know, talking with my partner about like the things in the past, the things that are happening now, and what I really am striving towards. And I feel like now more than ever, we really need to connect and get in touch with ourselves. So I'm going to put below in the description box. If you're returning people, you know this. If you're new, just so you know, I have a section that I always put in the description box for certain readings, communications with spirit like this, for readings, recommendations, things for you to research, you know, kind of things that are put into your orbit. It does not mean you have to look at everything. If you're not pulled to it, it's not for you. But today I was really pulled to these DEEPAK CHOPRA meditations. I thought they were going to be the themes of each reading. As you can see, there's 3 readings before you today. But what really got me was, as I was listening to them and setting this up, I was like, okay, I see what's happening. So it wasn't about each one being a theme. It's about watch one, watch them all. It doesn't matter, you know. In fact, I think at this point there might be even more than 3. I'm not sure. And I don't know if they're going to put every one, but there were 2 for sure. And the one that really stuck out to me was surrender. It's one of my favorite meditations by DEEPAK. It's called Surrender, like I just said. I believe it's called Surrender, but the main theme is surrender and letting go. And so for this beautiful galactic reading that Spirit is putting before us today is just a little nudge of inspiration, if you will, from Spirit about what the next year is going to look like for you. Okay? I was really excited to put them face forward because each one was so different and neat. And I was like, I don't have to show the words. They're like, no, because maybe you're drawn to one, maybe you're drawn to 2, maybe you're drawn to all 3. But they're basically just like blessings from Spirit. They're going to happen from now and through the next year until the next 8-8 portal in 2023. Okay. So, with that being said, I really want to jump into these readings. I don't want to get too long winded. I don't know how they're going to have me word it, but I just keep hearing blessings. Like, these are the blessings. And it's also for things, I feel like for some of you, maybe hope, because they want you to have the hope back. A lot of people are losing hope and losing faith. And it's interesting lately. I didn't realize how much, throat chakra 420. Smoke your weed, smoke them if you got them. But no, seriously, I didn't realize like how much we are needed until I've been having all of these different experiences over the summer, and different interactions with different people from all over the world. It's been really gratifying, inspiring, challenging, so many things. I can throw in so many words, descriptives, but the one overall thing that I realized is that everybody hurts. I keep hearing that song over and over and over. But if you are a Big Bang Theory fan like me, it's like I keep hearing Amy Farrah Fowler's version. And if I can find the clip, if Spirit reminds me, I will put the clip below. That's another thing I'll put down there. I put whatever Spirit has me to give you a laugh, to give you something to think about. That's what that little section is in the description part. It's just to kind of give you further beyond these messages, things that you need to hear and see. There's so many of us that are here, right? And so it's going to be different for all of us. But one of the best parts is she's like, everybody hurts. Sometimes. I mean, she does it. I mean, I'm not even, you just have to see it. But it's true because everyone is hurting right now. Everything that is happening on the planet, I am telling you, I'm going to keep saying this until people understand that there are a lot of children running around in adult suits, teenage suits, middle school suits. But I feel like most of the pain and suffering that dwells within us seems to stir between birth and 8 years old. I'm not saying that's for everybody. Some people have the most idyllic, most beautiful childhood, wonderful, and then they have a horrific experience at 24. And they don't know how to deal with it because life has been so perfect. You know what I mean? Everybody hurts and everybody has something that they're going through. And everyone on this earth is acting from their own level of consciousness. So I highly recommend that when you listen to these Deepak Chopra meditations, that you just kind of like, get somewhere comfortable and quiet, maybe put your headphones on, close your eyes, light a candle for yourself, and let that guide you into meditation. But, put it on repeat if you need to, but the thing that I love about them is he's speaking and he gives so much insight. And honestly, so many of those I have heard many times, especially Surrender. I think that's one of the first ones I ever heard like many, many moons ago. But I can listen to it on repeat only because I swear you hear something different every time. And this other one that's called Rest, I believe is from his new album called The Spirit Warrior. And it's really powerful. And I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to get us to understand, that we need to rest as spirit warriors. So it's awesome that we go out there and we help others, but we also have to help ourselves. So in front of you, I'm going to show you, we have reading 1, reading 2, reading 3. I have no idea if they're going to have me put emojis or anything like that or names of them. I have no idea. But as of now, 1, 2, and 3. You know more than I do at this point, right? Because it's already there. I love that shit. But in the next year, work with Rosemary. Rosemary is really powerful for protection. Over here, we have sweetgrass. Okay. Down here, we have Palo Santo. This is Palo Santo. It hasn't been burned yet, so you can kind of see what it looks like. Make sure you're sourcing it from somewhere good. And if you don't know, I can give you some really great recommendations. Cedar. I harvested this myself from the woods. Okay, so lavender for comfort and relaxation. Okay, and this I believe is an owl feather. If it's not, please tell me, but it feels like an owl, and every time I see it, it looks like an owl. And then we have, I believe, a robin bird. So I'll put those in the descriptions below too. Again, you've probably already seen them. But over the next year, if you found yourself to, especially this particular picker reading, if you found yourself here, then you are a powerful light worker, spirit warrior. And I hear things like, oh, I don't really do much. I just try to be nice every day and give people a smile or give them a hug. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's what you do, man. I'm like, you're a spirit warrior. You're a light worker. I'm like, they're just like, it's languaging, it's labels, but it's like, if you're here and like through all of this sludge and bullshit that's happening right now at present in this moment, if you are here right now, and can we talk about rest in peace, Olivia Newton-John? I still haven't processed it yet. I literally, I can't. Okay. Like, okay. Nope. I'm going to start crying. She was my inspiration. The Poetic Prophet is my other channel. Go ahead and subscribe. But I shot a first episode and with her, and man, I had no idea she was going to die. And I'm not sure if it's going to come out yet or whatever, but that's a whole other thing for a whole other day. But anyway, you guys, I love you. And talk about Xanadu. I mean, come on. Some angels just come in different forms, and you guys, you're beautiful angels, you're light workers. You came here to do something special. You know, I don't know where you came from or whatever, like that's personal to you, but I just say angels, like angels of mercy, because I feel like you don't have to be a quote unquote angel to be an angel of mercy. You're a being that loves, that you know, we all come from love. We're loving light beings having a human experience, and nobody's perfect. Thank Goddess. Spirit had me dig up this old little look in my shorts, but it's really cool. I'll put a link below to it. But just a little reminder, that was like, I shot that like months ago when I still lived in Big Camper, and there's like, you know, but it was just so poetic. And at the time I didn't know what the fuck they were having me do that for. And then like today I was watching, I was like, whoa, this is so heavy for me right now, because the divine feminine energy was like coming through so hardcore. And the magic, like it was like Spirit was reminding me of my magic, and they're like, put this out there, remind them of their magic, remind them that they're, you know, remind them that all of us have divine feminine. It doesn't matter what you align with in this human form, but we are all equal parts divine feminine and masculine. You know, even if our chart has more masculine or more feminine, we are all put here for a beautiful, perfect purpose. I was going to say a perfect imperfect purpose. So, you know, don't let anybody tell you who you are. And if you're new here, welcome. We are so glad you found yourself here. And to those of you who keep coming back and supporting us and supporting this channel, thank you so much. It really makes a difference. All the donations, the prayers, I feel you guys. When you're thinking of me, I'm thinking of you. Anytime you think of me, I'm thinking of you. You know what I mean? And I'm sending you love. If I don't respond to texts or emails right away, you know me. I like to, you know, I'm going through a lot of my own stuff right now. So just know I am sending you love right back. I love seeing your pictures that you send me. I love seeing the messages. I love it. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. You know, you can always reach out to me. And for the newcomers, my email is themagicalmedium@gmail.com. You can do the same. You can introduce yourself. You can introduce yourself here. And how I do this is I put links in the description box, and they are unlisted. So the readings, I found that I didn't like doing it all on one video. It always felt wrong to me. For the longest time, I just was like, Spirit, you're funny. They just would like cut the videos off. I'd have plenty of room, but they would just kept stopping the videos. And then I understood what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to do separate videos because they're separate readings. It's not just one, like, no, and nothing against anyone. Like blessed be, I am doing this because of my mentors before me who taught me how to do this with pick a pile, pick a card, you know, whatever. I love their format. Their format's beautiful just the way it is. But for me personally, this is how I roll. Okay. So, before you are those 3 readings, and whatever is calling to you, maybe it's the crystals, the imagery, maybe it's the animals that I spoke of. It could be anything. Whatever you're drawn to, there are no right or wrong answers, because it's just exactly where you are on your path. You can watch this a year from now and pick a completely different one. And if your pendulum is telling you yes to both of them, if you use a pendulum or coin or whatever you do, blessed and cleaned, of course, then, you know, ask them if that's the reading you need to hear right now. Because remember that time is a man-made thing. So in the spirit world, we have to be very specific about what we say. It's like the genie. There's a reason. Thank you, Spirit. There's a reason why there was a genie in a bottle and the 3 wishes. And why they showed us through, there are real genies, and that's what they're saying. They're like, that's a real thing. So when you're putting a manifestation out into the world and it doesn't come back the way you wanted to, remember, it's how you said it. It's how you did it. So how did you put it out into the world? How did you put it out into the world? So over this next Lionsgate, you know, for the next, you know, we're going to be here for another few weeks in this energy. So really set those manifestations and let go of the things that no longer serve you, especially this last supermoon. this next moon, let me get my book. Oh yeah, so it's coming up on the 12th. So in real time, it's in like 3 days, right? So we have the full moon in Aquarius. And Aquarius, it's the last supermoon of the year. And Aquarius is one of my favorite signs. They're just that person you just want to hang out with. Almost every Aquarius I've ever known, or people who have Aquarius in their chart, there's just something really magical about Aquarians. And, you know, and they're the water bearers. So there's a lot of interesting things, but it's an air sign. So very interesting. So you've got air and fire because we're still in Leo season. So I'm getting something that we all need to kind of look at that over the next week. And with that supermoon energy, it's got a lot of shit's going to be illuminated of what we need to let go and release and say goodbye to, so that we can, you know, have these blessings, so that we can, you know, keep bringing these blessings into our lives. So anyway, with that being said, there's so much coming through and I'm super excited. I'm chomping at the bit to get to your readings, the individual readings. So thank you so much for being here. Like I said, all of my information is in the description box below, and I will see you over at your reading. Blessed be. Oh.